My name is Michael. It's good to meet you. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and due to my alcoholism, I developed a fear of flying, and I was in the Royal Air Force, so I was travelling as a passenger quite a lot in my job. And eventually I left the Air Force, and I spent over 20 years not being able to fly, fears, even sitting watching a movie on the TV and seeing a flight sequence or a high looking out of a plane down below. It even scared me watching the TV. But I decided to have a go at, after all those years, have a go at trying to master my fear. And this is just, these are just short videos of my flights, more like a video diary. And I can assure anybody that's worried, if you go with it a step at a time, you will get there. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be back flying, and I such enjoy it. Every month I'm away somewhere differently, and it's absolutely tremendous. And if only one person gets something out of this, I'll be so glad. And thanks very much for looking anyway. Okay? Thank you. My journey started at my birthday last year, or this year, April 2008, when my son and daughter-in-law, who live in Leeds in England, came home here to Ireland, and they said to me, "Dad, as a present, we've got a two-way plane ticket to Leeds to come and visit us." And I thought, no way, because previously when I'd taken my son to England, I made a 12-hour journey with a boat, and then an additional 2 hours in a car to get him to Leeds, to university, and then to go and visit him was the same. And you were going over this, travelling over that night and coming back the next night, and the journey was absolutely wrecking and horrendous. And I mean, I was trying to convince myself that I was enjoying all this. So this opportunity arose in April, and then in May my son sent me an email telling me he'd come across a fear of flying course, which is going to be held in Dublin on the 22nd of June 2008. So I just took the bull by the horns and enrolled for it. And another fear I had was travelling long distances in coaches, you know, so all these things were coming together for me to face my fears that were all tied in. So I signed up for the course, and that was the start of my journey, for want of a better expression. I was nervous, I was very apprehensive, but still in all it didn't really kick in. You know, I was just going along with it, and I thought, this sounds good, I'll go for it. And that's the way I kept my mind. I didn't let it trouble me too much, I didn't try to get my mind too much. And the opening bit you will see will be my friend Paul, who came with me in the coach, and he did not know I had a fear of travelling in the coach, and he just was coming down to keep me company and give me some moral support. And when I went off to the course in a hotel in Dublin, he went off and did his own thing in Dublin. Sadly we couldn't video in the course, but the course took a lot of. The main thing in the course was that there was 2 pilots, and they went through every detail of a plane, from takeoff to landing, you know, all the noises, all the different things, everything they do that people sort of think, oh, what's that, and even turbulence. And even prior to that, they went through every part of the aircraft and explained that the aircraft just don't nosedive out of the air. The only thing that they need the engines for is to get up there. They can sail along like a glider if necessary. And also what they were able to tell me, that wings don't break off, you know. And sort of, if you have a top of turbulence, you got the wings. They showed the sort of wings can go right down, you know, but without breaking. They're made to take all this. And that these chaps what we as a passenger had classed as very severe turbulence. One had never experienced, and the other had only experienced once. And generally they reassured us, they told us that by their weather charts and what have you, they were able to fly around these areas of turbulence, or above it or below it. You know, they were given good advice. So this was very, very reassuring, and also about all the different parts of the aircraft. You know, it made me feel a bit secure. And one of the most striking thing was that they made a comparison to a person on a boat sitting above water, looking right down, you know, sort of a mile or 2 miles. If it was just crystal clear, would the person be worried then? And what they were saying was, a boat sails on water, a plane sails on air. And that started to make a lot of sort of common sense to me, and that's where it started kicking in. And then the wee fears about the noises and whatever, you will see it as it goes along. So the first video was just Paul and I leaving, going off to Dublin, and then you will see a sequence of the plane. We've gone through all the talking stage of the course, and I'm actually sitting on the plane, and you can see the other people, everybody else in the plane was the same, and I'm just letting the video roll. And believe you me, I was, the course, the talking about the different noises, I was listening for them. The pilot, or the lecturer, pilot stroke lecturer, who had given us talk to us, was doing a running commentary on board. That's him you'll hear talking. And it was so reassuring. But just you have a look and listen and see what you think. Okay?
Right. We're here now in Oma. We're in Mexico to the airport. I am the counsellor for today. I'm Mickey. And we're going to have a good day. At the end of the day, Mick will be a pilot once again.
Okay, the flaps are now deployed. You'll see 15 degrees. So if you look up at the back of the wings, you will see that the flaps are out there. Weather radar's on, nothing major out there at all. And we're just about to ask air traffic control for taxi. So I'm going to hand over to Andy to get the emergency and safety demo done. So if you do that, and I'll come back to you once that's done. There's the brakes released.
As we taxi towards the runway, you may notice the cabin sidewall lights being switched off for takeoff, and then once again for approach and landing back into Dublin. It is quite a normal part of our flight. In the meantime, I'd like to thank you very much for your attention and wish you a very pleasant flight.
Thanks very much, guys. Hi, it's Andy again up at the flight. We are almost ready to go now. The safety demo's done. There is 757 just been. They're just telling us that they're waiting on the cabin checks. That Monarch 757, I think, is going to take off before us. They're on the left-hand side of us, I believe. Got a bit of a tight air traffic control slot. We don't have a slot, so we don't have any problem with that. And we'll be away very shortly. Taking off, as I say, in a westerly direction. 10 knot wind, so that's very, very light indeed. Good visibility, temperatures now pushing up to a shattering 15 degrees Celsius. That's a whole 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Takeoff speeds now, because we've lost some people that didn't wish to travel with us. They've reduced slightly. It's about 115 miles an hour when we get airborne. The aircraft weighing 19.3 tons in total. Okay, that's the cabin secure. In fact, because we managed to do that, we've managed to get away before that Monarch 757, because they're still doing the cabin checks. So, in fact, we've actually been cleared for takeoff, just doing the control checks now. Make sure the ailerons move, the elevator's moving full and free, lining up on the runway, and we have been cleared for takeoff.
Seats for departure, please.
No, not at all, not at all. Yeah, no.
Okay, here we go then, folks.